Every so often, the Sports Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benatar. That's Jeremy Garrison. And Jeremy, we got some comments on our last video about Tim Tebow. And Tim Tebow's hot right now. This comes from Z.
Or cold, right? He could be considered very cold.
Yeah, well, he's cold in his profession and hot in the media world. This comes from Z Corp Alpha. Very weird name, but he said, Mr. Tebow will never play in the NFL. And I'm worried where Tebow will be in 2020. I said we would answer this. And Tebow will not be playing professional sports in 2020. Tebow will be on the sideline working at either Fox Sports 1 or NBC Sports. That's where I see him in 2020. He will be some kind of, like, what's that guy on ESPN? He does all the college stuff, like Herb Herbstreit.
Kirk Herbstreit. He's a legend. He's the favorite, right? He's the best.
I hate him, but I really
he's unhateable.
I really don't like him for some reason. I feel like knowing a lot about college football does not mean you're a good person.
But he's good looking. He's well spoken. That's all you need these days to get by. So, listen, Z Core Alpha.
Yeah.
I want to change that question. I'm not worried about 2020 for Tebow. I'm worried about 2014 with Tebow.
Yes.
2013. Where's he going to be this year and next year? That's the real question, because that's his future's in serious doubt. I think he'll be coaching in 2020. I don't think he'll be playing anymore. I think he'll be a quarterback coach, maybe a tight end coach somewhere, special teams coach, rallying the troops in 2020. But in 13 and 14. I fully expect him to be playing quarterback in the NFL.
Now, Jeremy, right before we started recording the show, I was over at my buddy's house who is working closely with a spring football league. And he was telling me that supposedly they might be in talks with Tim Tebow trying to get him on inside the league.
Those are one-way talks, because Tebow's probably not talking back.
Probably not. But I'm saying inside information here, Jeremy. Tebow could be the head or the star of the Spring Football League, which I'm excited about. I was actually in one of the promos, and when it comes out, I'll play for you live here, okay?
You do know some people high up there.
I was in a promo today.
If Tebow's too proud to shift positions in the NFL and continue playing a tight end position or some other position in the NFL, don't you think he's too proud to shift leagues and play for USFL or AFL or CFL?
Probably, but he all right, so Titus Young, this is another. I'm just moving right on Tebow. Yeah. We done. We're done with that. Titus Young, we done. Titus Young's dad came out the other day and said Titus Young has a brain disorder from all the concussions he's received. He says, "quote When he's around us, his mind comes and goes. He can't really defend himself, and I want you all thinking he's a bad person." Titus Young has been in the news. We didn't even report it the other day. Arrested for the third time. Trying to rob somebody, I think, or some house, or breaking in. I don't really care what's going on in Titus Young. I just don't think it's from concussions at all. I don't think he has a brain disorder.
It sounds like his dad had something to do with this guy's stupidity, because he dropped him on his head a few times as a baby, maybe. The only brain disorder he has is stupidity. Well, maybe he's smoking too much dope, but other than that, he's a stupid guy. If you ever hear him talk, if you see his mugshot, if you see what he was arrested for, he stole a bottle of water and a candy bar.
Yeah,
that's what he stole. He's an NFL player. He has cash.
You think he has cash? Where is the money? And first of all, how old is he, and how long has he been in the league? He's not that old, right? He's young.
He's only been in the NFL 2 years. He's like our age, 24, 25.
He's a young guy. I mean,
yeah, we're young people.
Oh wow. Some of us look a little older with that hair we see.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
All right, we'll move on from this. Jeremy, close to your home, Florida, Miami, even closer to you. We're born and raised right there, the Dolphins. Now, I don't know if you're a fan of the Florida Panthers, but they say, Broward County, Miami, they should pay for a new scoreboard. The scoreboard that has been at the BB&T Center that opened in 1998, it's the original board that's been there since it opened. And they're saying, well, we pay all this. We pay at least. We pay $4.6 million every year in rent to the city for the sit there. And they think they deserve, after all the years of all this pain, they deserve, like, it probably cost them $2 to $4 million for another board. Thoughts, Jeremy?
It's ridiculous. Why do teams continue thinking that cities will pay them to stay there and stay there and use nice things there, like the scoreboard? Why? Why is this acceptable?
I don't know who the quote is from, but they said, we've put enough money into the building. We're not in a position to buy one. If the scoreboard just collapses next year, which I'm sure it will, we just won't have a scoreboard.
And that could probably hurt someone too.
So this
Any team that's asking for money from any county or state or government, it's just ludicrous. It's stupid. Sports are expensive enough. They charge so much to get in. They charge so much for the beer. They charge you to watch it on TV because you don't know it. But $5 a month, Mike, is going to ESPN. Not from you, but from me because I have cable.
I cut my cable. And last night I was actually at a Dodgers game and barely watched 2 minutes of the entire game because I was waiting in line for $14 beers.
There you go. But I'm impressed you went to a baseball game.
The only one for the rest of the year. I was invited, so I thought, why not go? Another story, last story of the day. I laughed out loud when I read the title, but it is kind of sad. A man dribbling a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil. This was his goal. He got hit by a car. I think like a week or two into it, or not even a week. I think he got hit in California somewhere. Where did he get it? Oh, he was hit. So he left Seattle and he got hit in Oregon. He got hit on the Highway 101 in Lincoln City, Oregon.
And he died.
He died. Declared dead at the hospital.
42-year-old dribbling a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil. Did he ever think he would make it?
Jeremy, this person to me seems like they have a brain injury because I don't know why you would want to dribble a soccer ball from Seattle to Brazil. It doesn't make sense. It's like it's retarded. I hate the people.
Unless he's raising money. Right? Unless he's raising money. And in that case, he would have like a police escort or someone protecting him. Was he just doing this all by himself, like no one helping him?
Yeah, he was doing this all by himself. I don't think he had like a video crew out there or anything. You know how some of the people like, I'm going to walk across the United States. Stupid. For themselves.
It is stupid. I want to find out how many miles it is from Seattle to Brazil. And that's the power of the internet where the high people watching us can just watch us Google this and find out how many miles it is as you fill time here.
Jeremy, I would never walk across the country. I would never walk across LA because I thought I would get hit by a car.
So it's 10,000 miles.
Okay. Okay. So this guy knew he was going to not make it. Come on.
It's 2,000 miles for me in Florida to you in LA. So I'd have to go 5 one-way trips back and forth, back and forth. That's never going to happen. This guy's never going to make it.
And that's a 5 to 6 hour flight. Imagine walking.
Yeah, so
months.
I hate to say this. We think about his family in this time. He was never going to make it.
No, he's never.
Maybe we're better off today.
Yeah. All right, if you want to check out more of our videos, go to youtube.com/sportshangover, sportshangover.com. And Jeremy's been tweeting up a storm at TSH Podcast on Twitter. You can also Twitter us at our own handles, at Michael Benatar, at Jeremy Garrison. Pops up right below. Also on iTunes. Our shows are still on iTunes. So if you don't want to see us, which I don't know why that would happen, or maybe you're like riding a bike or something, or walking across to Brazil from Seattle, and you just want to listen to us.
That's more likely.
Yeah. Listen to us on iTunes. Just search the Sports Hangover.
More people should ride bikes. In this day and age, more people should ride bikes.
Okay.
People just get in the bus and the subway and everything, ride a bike to work.
You tell them, Jeremy. All right, if we don't go less than the rest of the reviews, we'll be back next time. Bye.